Did you like it?
Eating new foods. When I was little, my daddy had a birthday. I gave Daddy a birthday cake hat.
It's my birthday!
Daddy looked funny. We had a surprise. Mummy took us to a restaurant. Wolly came too. Inside the restaurant, there were lots and lots of tables. Mummy told Daddy to take his hat off. A grumpy man came along and told us to sit down.
Menu for you.
Mummy said the grumpy man was a waiter. Daddy was excited and did funny things.
Take it.
Stop it. Just stop it. Sit up and behave.
Mummy told him to behave and sit up straight.
So, ready to order?
I wanted fish fingers. Fish fingers. There were no fish fingers.
I think I might have the spaghetti.
Daddy said I might like spaghetti.
For you too? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Then I saw a little boy. The little boy disappeared. I looked under the tables and saw the little boy crawling towards me. Crash! The grumpy waiter tripped. You shouldn't crawl around in restaurants, said Mummy. Mummy gave me a colouring book to colour in. The grumpy waiter landed our spaghetti plates on the table like aeroplanes. Then he sprinkled pepper with a giant pepper pot.
Let's get stuck in.
I looked at the spaghetti. It was all long and wriggly, with green and black bits. Mummy said just to try a little bit.
Just try a wee bit.
I ate a black bit. Yuck!
Do you not like olives?
You ate an olive, said Daddy.
I love olives.
Daddy took away all the olives.
Take, there's one. Oh, I got it.
Try another bit, said Mummy. I wanted fish fingers. Hey, Tig. Not liking things is okay. So now you know what you don't like. Yuck. Find out what you do like. I like spaghetti because it's fun and wriggly and yum in my tum. Hey, Tig, your dad's got rid of the yucky taste, so have another go. Or I'll eat it all up for you. Go for it, Tig. Tuck in. So I thought, I'll have another go.
Oh, look at that big bit.
It was yummy.
That's brilliant. What a good girl.
Well, you're loving it, aren't you?
When I finished, the grumpy waiter took my plate away.
Right.
Sonia's toy spider. Then the waiter came back with Daddy's birthday pudding.
Look at that.
This is the best birthday cake I've ever had. Did Wolly like it?
I like new food.
You like that?
So does Wolly. Yeah, he likes it.
You loved it.
I love Wolly. We've been scared since we were wee. One day, we went to Duncan's farm for harvest supper. Daddy said harvest supper was a party to say yippee for all the things that grew on the farm.
Yeehaw!
Yee-haw! The harvest supper day was the last day of the harvest and the last day for the combine harvester. Wolly came too. Mummy said that all the things for the supper were growing on the farm.
Look, Tig, all the food here for the harvest supper has been grown on the farm. So
Wheat for the bread,
and apples for the apple juice.
apple for the juice.
Right, Tig, why don't you go upstairs and play with Duncan, and I'll give Rebecca a hand. Good girl.
Yes. Duncan was playing on his little farm. I drove the tractor. I collected the hay bales.
Tea break for the farmers.
Then Duncan's mummy gave us juice and oaty flapjacks.
Those are oaty flapjacks, and guess what? The oats are grown here on the farm.
Mummy said the oaty flapjacks were grown on the farm too. The oaty flapjacks were so good. I wanted to see them harvested. Outside, Duncan's daddy drove off on his big combine harvester. Come on, said Mummy. Harvest time. I wanted to see the oaty flapjacks. I was so excited. Daddy wanted to make a scarecrow. We watched as Duncan's daddy drove the big combine harvester, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. We watched as the combine emptied grain, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. We watched as straw came out of the back, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. Okay, time to make a scarecrow, said Daddy. Where are the oaty flapjacks? Where are the oaty flapjacks? In the kitchen, said Mummy. They grow in the field.
No, just the oats for the oaty flapjacks grow in the fields.
No oaty flapjacks.
Hey, Tig, it's not nice when you expect to see something and then you don't.
No oaty flapjacks.
Especially if they're oaty flapjacks. But sometimes, when we don't quite understand, things can get mixed up.
But Mummy said, Wolly.
Mummy said that oats grew in the field, not that oaty flapjacks grew in the field. Oaty flapjacks don't grow. Oaty flapjacks are made. Oaty flapjacks are made from the oats that grow. What we can see is the oats that grow being harvested. That's the fun. The oat grains poured into the trailer, and then we have the leftover straw dropped out of the combine harvester to make the scarecrow. So go for it, Tig. Have some harvest fun. Make a scarecrow.
Yes, I thought. I'm going to have some harvest fun now. I'm going to help make the scarecrow. We all collected the leftover straw from the combine harvester. We'd fun stuffing old clothes. We tied the stuffed clothes to a pole. We filled an old pillowcase with straw too.
There we go. Right, let's have a wee look.
Duncan's mummy drew eyes. I drew a mouth.
That's excellent, that's brilliant.
We carried the scarecrow back to the farm. We were having the harvest supper in a shed. Daddy popped the scarecrow inside.
My hat.
Lots of people came to the harvest supper. The giggly lady brought some eggs. Everyone brought something. Vegetables, honey, sunflowers, pictures. My friend Louise brought a picture of a sandcastle. Mummy pinned it up next to my picture of the sea. Duncan's mummy gave us all a corn dolly made of straw. I had one and Louise had one. Duncan's daddy finished harvesting. Everything had been harvested. Now we could have our harvest supper. I told Louise that the harvest supper was all grown on the farm. Everything that we're eating is grown on the farm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I propose a toast to the farmer Duncan and to the harvest? The harvest!
After supper, it was time to take our scarecrow to the fields. When I looked for my corn dolly, Louise had taken it. Louise, this is my corn dolly. That is yours. Yours, mine. The one nearest to my bread, that's Louise's. Louise, that's my corn dolly. No, it's mine. Louise had taken my corn dolly. Daddy, Louise has my corn dolly.
No, but isn't that your one?
No, that's Louise's.
But they're exactly the same.
No, they're not.
It's just a little thing. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Tig, when you know you are right, it's not fair that someone else thinks you are wrong.
Louise has my corn dolly.
But Louise is quite sure she's right too. Who's right? Who's wrong? Well, who can say? Just everyone looks in different ways. Whee! One way you'll see the darkness, one way you'll see the light. Depends which way you're looking, if it's sunrise or the night. One way you'll see the waves break, one way you'll see the sand. Depends which way you're looking, if you're by the sea or land. Hey, stop spoiling all the fun and messing up the day. What matters most is getting on and joining in the play. There's right and wrong and right, and what will be will be. Now no more angry feelings, let's agree to disagree. One way you'll see a rainstorm, one way the sun will shine. Depends which way you're looking, if it's raining or it's fine. One way you'll see the grass wave, one way the rustling leaves. Depends which way you're looking, if you're in the grass or trees. Hey, stop spoiling all the fun and messing up the day. What matters most is getting on and joining in the play. There's right and wrong and right, and what will be will be. Now no more angry feelings, let's agree to disagree. Yee-haw!
Yes, I thought one thing and Louise thought another. But I didn't want to mess up the day. I wanted to join in the fun. Daddy put up the new scarecrow in a field. The scarecrow might frighten crows, but the scarecrow seemed scared of Woolly. It's only a toy spider. Then we all danced. Yeah! I liked Harvest Day and Harvest Supper. I like my corn dolly, and I love Woolly. We've been scared since we were wee. Waiting. When I was little, I didn't like waiting. I didn't like waiting for Mummy to finish her work. I didn't like waiting for Daddy to come home. Woolly didn't like waiting either. One day, I was waiting for the rain to go away.
He'll be all day waiting for the rain to stop. Should we go and bake a cake instead? Come on then.
Why don't we bake a cake instead? Said Daddy.
Right.
We washed our hands and put on our aprons. I put everything on the table. Bowls, sugar, oil, eggs, oranges and raisins.
We need
Oh, said Daddy.
carrots.
Mustn't forget the carrots.
Thank you very much.
Carrots for a cake, I said.
Just you wait and see, Tig.
Wait and see, said Daddy. I thought, I like my carrots with my potatoes.
Thank you.
Daddy chopped the carrots, and I grated them in a special machine.
Jaggy, isn't it?
Daddy grated orange skins.
Orange peel. All of it?
We tipped sugar into a bowl. Daddy poured sticky oil all over the sugar. Slop went the carrots and oranges. Yuck!
Whoa!
We broke eggs all over the yuck. I sprinkled raisins.
Want to do another one?
I mixed up the mush. Nothing looks like anything. Is this a cake? I said. Just wait and see, said Daddy. Flump. I dumped some flour and I stirred everything together. I like making cakes. Daddy had a tin with paper. We put the mush into the tin. Into the oven went the tin.
Say bye-bye to the cake.
Bye-bye.
Now to wait, said Daddy.
Let's see the clock up there. So when the big hand gets to 12, it's ready, okay? And now we just have to wait for the cake to bake.
How long?
Can I see the cake now? I said. Not yet, Tig. We have to wait. Nothing was happening. I didn't like waiting.
Hey, Tig. Waiting for things to happen can be very tiring and dull and yawning. Waiting for things to happen can be angry-making too. The trouble with waiting for things to happen is that some things just don't seem to happen at all. The time just seems to stop. Tick, tock, tick, tock. But if you want the time to move and things to happen again, then don't sit and wait. Do something else. Have fun and think about other things. And when you're having fun and thinking about other things, things will start happening. So go for it, Tig. Why not have fun and help Daddy clean the kitchen? Then that cake will be baked in no time.
Yes, I thought. No use sitting and waiting. I'll do something else.
Daddy, can I help you clean up?
I helped Daddy do the washing up.
Okay.
Then it was time to take the cake out of the oven.
Wow. How lovely does it look?
Mmm.
Does it smell?
Delicious.
Right.
We waited again for the cake to
There we
cool.
go.
Willie played hide and seek with Daddy.
Oh, it's a spider. Ah, you got me.
It's only a toy spider.
Then we ate the carrot cake. It didn't need potatoes.
Because you made it.
I don't mind waiting for some things. I love Willie.